How did your family react to your decision to leave your corporate job and become an entrepreneur?
My dad was like, "You're doing what?"
Right.
My dad was like, "Why would you leave that good job?"
Welcome to American Trade. We have an amazing guest. Her name is DK Jones. DK has built a health and wellness business that includes 3 brands that focus on improving personal health and wellness. Prior to starting her entrepreneurial journey, she was a chemist in the corporate world. Let's hear how she transitioned into becoming an entrepreneur.
I am Diawn, but everybody knows me as DK.
Souza Fitness and Wellness, Hippie Chemist, Gym and Juice. You have built a multi-brand health and wellness sanctuary for people that are interested in living a healthier and more natural lifestyle. What does each brand do, DK, and how do they complement one another?
So first, let's talk about Souza Fitness and Wellness.
Okay.
So Souza is actually the physical gym part. Okay, so that is the part where you're going to work out, you're going to sweat. We know that working out, first of all, nutrition and working out, those are the two. When it comes to preventative health, top tier. Nothing, what you put in your body and what you do to your body.
Oh, this is counter, and I'm trying to get away from this, but there's a Krispy Kreme that's not too far from here, so
It is.
when I get 1 or 2 donuts, I'm gonna stop here on
You're
the way
gonna
in so I can make up for it.
That's right, that's right. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of tour of the place. So this is our personal training side. Everybody say hi to Haas. Say hi, Haas. Look at him over there hiding. Haas is one of our instructors and trainers. Haas Boogie, the cardio king. So this is actually our wall of fame. So everyone that comes in and works out at Souza, you gotta sign the wall, okay? Down here is just our gym side. So the personal trainers train over here. We have members come over and, use the equipment if they just wanna, do a workout by themselves. So it's not only the working out part, it's what you put in your body.
Okay.
So that is where the gym and juice came from. And so the juices are, some of them are for specific things, and then some of them are just general overall wellness. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna show you just one of the juices that we have. And so I'm gonna go in here, I'm actually going to shake this up. This is actually a watermelon juice. It is excellent for post-workout. It is actually natural Gatorade. It's remember, watermelon is majority water, so you definitely want to make sure that you get hydrated, but it also has tons of electrolytes in it. And then we have Hippie Chemist. So I am a degreed chemist. I have been living natural since my parents. My parents were like literally hippies.
What was the giveaway?
So I just remember, like, as little kids, we would, instead of using pesticides, like when we were all doing the yard, my dad would literally have us pop things up from the root. Like, you know how you weed the sidewalk cracks and stuff like that?
Ma'am.
My mom, for example, you make compost, she's like, no, don't throw that coffee grounds away, go put them in the compost bin. No, don't throw that pulp, from the fruit or your rinds or whatever you go. So like as a little girl, I'm learning this stuff.
They should have put your parents in the schools
To
teach these things, so we can learn this at a young age. For sure.
Growing up, like, a lot of times we didn't buy lotion and things like that. My mom's like, nope, get that castor oil or get that the castor seed oil. You come here, let me put it in. So as I got older, I'm like, I'm not buying. Like, I literally have not bought store-bought lotion, things like that, and probably the last 20 years.
That's excellent.
Yep. So I make so that's kind of where that started, and then people would come to me like, DK, I got eczema, what do I do? Or I got psoriasis, or my hair is thinning, or my skin is really dry and I'm itchy. So I have restless leg syndrome. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do some research. And initially I like, let me whip you up a batch of this, or let me research and I'll make you this. So that's where the Hippie Chemist came from.
Prior to starting your entrepreneurial journey, what was your career and what made you break away to start a business?
I was actually in the coatings and chemistry or chemical industry. Everybody's like, well, what are coatings, right? So everything in this world is coated, if you think about it. Your cell phone case is coated, your car is coated, the walls on your home are coated, your deck is coated, log homes are coated. So that's what I did. Roofs are coated. So I actually formulated paint for whatever substrate. That substrate can be the metal on your car, it can be the wood on your deck. My actual specialty is wood. I formulated wood coatings for about 15 to 17 years of my career. I was actually relocated here from my job in Detroit. So I'm actually from Detroit. I've only been here about 10 years. And so when they relocated me here, I worked for Axel Nobel. You guys know it as PPG here. PPG actually came in. And so even throughout that career, I've always taught group fitness classes, whether it's on site, I've taught at the gyms, Powerhouse, all that stuff. So they've been pretty parallel. So after all of that in 2014, I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I am done. I'm like, I'm tired of corporate America. I'm tired of the the politics and the, and I've done R&D, I've done tech service, I've managed, I've done all of that.
How did your family react to your decision to leave your corporate job and become an entrepreneur?
You know what? My mom, she was, my mom has always been, no, you do what you need to do. But my dad is kind of old school. And he was like, why would you leave that good job? And
that good job now, how could you, when you get that quote unquote good job,
right.
Why would you ever,
why would you leave that? But now, like I said, my mom, she was a little bit more open. I actually lost my mom 3 years ago, but she was always, thank you. But she was always the one, you do whatever you want to do. You go and you travel and you do this and don't you get married. You do whatever you want to do before you get married and all that stuff. So that's how that went. Now my dad is like, he knows what I do and, stuff like that.
That moment where you're like, hey, I'm done. Were you at home? Were you at lunch taking a bite out of the sandwich? Like,
work.
I think I'm done.
I was at work and I was like, you know what? I'm done. Because I had been, you know what I mean? Like after time, I'm done. I don't want to, I just don't want that no more. So that was it. And I was actually at work. I did my 2-week notice and I went in full time. But like I said, that doesn't negate the fact that I've gone back, and worked as a chemist. I worked as, a patient specialist. I also worked for a holistic wellness office. So I ran the medical center there for a bit. So, and right now I work for a family doctor, a cannabinoid medicine doctor. She is amazing. That doesn't negate the fact that I'm still in the health field per se. But I'm still, so that's what I mean. Don't let people shame you in working a job and doing your entrepreneur thing. A lot of people do it.
The idea, one of the points you hit on is, that idea of, how am I going to be, viewed, or people think, hey, you're working another job. I thought you were a business owner.
Exactly.
And I think that a lot of times creeps into people's minds.
It does. And it's almost shame.
Yeah.
It's almost shame. I'm like, mind your business. So what if you have to work a part-time job? Do you know how many entrepreneurs I know, like I say, either their spouse works full-time or they'll work seasonal. If you have to work part-time or still full-time at a real job.
Right, that's all.
Versus entrepreneur. Because when you work, in our society, when you work for somebody else, that's your real job.
That's so funny.
Not for yourself. Not the entrepreneurship is your real job.
Right.
When you work for somebody else, that's your real job.
It is the funniest thing.
And it's totally reversed, right? Your real job should be your entrepreneurship, but that's not how society, your real job is when you work for somebody else. Now you just got your little business over here.
Right, you got your little business started. Yeah.
Right.
It's DK, what is an entrepreneur to you? What does that mean?
Entrepreneur to me is crazy, because I feel like you have to be somewhat crazy to do this. I really do. Like, who in their right mind would go through all of the stresses of being an entrepreneur? Like, that doesn't make sense, right?
It does not. Yes. The biggest thing about it, like, we don't know until we get into some of this. Like, oh, we didn't know it's going to be this. So I think that's it.
If it was a blueprint or some type of code, you're like, okay, being an entrepreneur, this is the blueprint. Are you signing up for this? There is no blueprint. There's no secret society. I don't care if you went to school for entrepreneurship, leadership, whatever. covered. Like I said, you have to be crazy. You have to be obsessed. You have to want it. You have to be a risk taker. You have to know the difference between working in your business and on the business. They are two totally different things.
DK, what has been your biggest challenge as an entrepreneur?
I think the biggest challenge is definitely steady stream of income as an entrepreneur, because you continually have to have multiple streams of income, number one, and you continually have to have this customer base. And whatever that setup looks like, whether it is, for example, here we have monthly memberships, we have yearly memberships. So you have to have a way where you're having enough income to cover everything. I feel like your business has to be in alignment with a purpose or some type of social impact. You can't just be here to make money. You know, like, what does that even mean?
Right.
You know, so for me, it's about alignment and being able to make an impact, whatever that looks like. And it doesn't have to be an impact in one thing. You know, we've had people that, you know, they've been involved in house fires. So we raise money, we get clothes. What do the kids need? Are you okay? You know? So you have to have some type of social purpose or some type of social change going on with your business as well. My name is Diawn, DK Jones. My businesses are Souza Fitness and Wellness, Gym and Juice, and Hippie Chemist, and I am American Trade.
If you like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. And please don't forget to share with at least 6 people.